Okay, so again, welcome to another video. So on this video, I want to let us know that when next you see an engulfing candle on the chart, better be happy about it, because most of the time, price always will come back to test an engulfing candle. Okay, so this is the trade we took today, Monday, February 6th. So the market opened today, and we took three trades on GU, GN. This is GBP, NZD, and then I think we took one on one other pair, NZD USD. Okay, so I made the video on that. Okay, so now when next you see an engulfing candle, better be happy, because you are looking at a potential trade. And on this video, I want to show you that when you miss an engulfing candle while the trade is moving, the more opportunities can be printed on the chart for you to take advantage of, like this one here. As you can see, we took an entry on GBPNZD. Okay, this is here. You can see I sent this to someone. As you can see, I was on a buy on this, and it played out very well. And as price played out here, as you can see, it kept printing more engulfing candles. That is more opportunities for you to jump in on the trade. So I want to show you that every time you see an engulfing candle, better be happy about it. Yeah, so at this point here, as you can see, the dividing dotted line here marks the beginning of another day. Okay, so at this point here, I had a nice engulfing candle here. Okay, so this was the one we took advantage of, and we had we placed our vertical line here. Okay, so price came down. Okay, we went down, dropped down to the lower time frame where we want to confirm the entry. All right, we want to confirm the entry here, and then we got a nice zone. Okay, so confirming our entry is basically just going down to the lower time frame that corresponds with the higher time frame we are in. So for H1 it is M5, for H4 it is M15, for the daily time frame it is the hourly time frame. So for this, the H1 is the M5. So after marking the zone on the higher time frame, we then want to look for another engulfing candle on the lower time frame. So here we took this entry. You can check out the other video I've made on this. And there was a move. We basically entered from that point, and then ride milk the whole move. Okay, so but then as price kept moving, it kept printing more engulfing patterns for us. So at this point here, we had another engulfing signal. As you can see here, I'm going to take this off. Okay, so I have one here. Okay, as you can see, so the bullish candle overshadows engulfed the bearish one, and I have the bearish candlestick to be in white on my chart. Okay, so price took off from there, and I'm going to place my vertical line here. So just in case you missed the first one, this first bullish engulfing candlestick pattern here, another one was printed on along the way. You can take advantage of that and just jump into the move. So to confirm that pattern, what I would like to do is jump down on to the lower time frame where I want to look for an engulfing pattern. Okay, so in this case here, I will be taking this area. As you can see here, I'll take in. So this is the last bearish candle. Okay, and then we have a bullish candle that did not engulf, but the next one engulfed. So this is a two candle engulfing pattern, I would like to call it that, where the first buy candle did not engulf the previous, and then the second one totally takes off. So I will be playing with this. That is my zone there, as you can see. So I'll be placing okay. So from here, I will just move the zone into the future to see where we tapped in. Okay, so I'm just going to take this off and this. So now you can see price came back into that zone at this point. Okay, went up, and then we have price coming back into the zone here, and then again you see price launching out. Okay, so now this is where we took another entry from. Okay, that is another opportunity. You would have jumped into that to the trade. Okay, another setup, another opportunity setup here is this area. Okay, I'm going to identify that right now on the chart. So we have um this area here where we have the last bearish candle, and then the green here failed to engulf with its body, but the next one took over. So I will be placing my vertical line here. Okay, and dropping down to the M5. uh so at this point here, I want to look for my zone. Okay, now you want to look for your zone inside the zone. Okay, and you'll be looking towards the left. If you looked into my previous video, you will see I have explained this a lot. So looking back to the left, you want to look for an engulfing candlestick pattern. Okay, and this is the last bullish, the last bearish candle in white. Okay, and then you see we have a green that did not engulf, but the next one, of course, it engulfs. Okay, so there are two ways of doing this. You want to take from the body of the white candle to its wick. Sometimes if you do this, you might miss certain moves, because sometimes price probably will not come back to that, to test the body. Okay, but like in this case price actually did not come back to test the body, as you can see. Okay, so but if we had marked the zone week to week from week to week, you will notice that we had a move. Price came back to into tap into that zone, and we would have had a nice entry at this point here. So more like there's a move, then we saw price coming back to tap into that zone. Okay, actually the blue zone, and we saw how price took off out of the zone. So all of this happened today, and then a lot of opportunities. Just in case you missed the first one, you would have jumped into the second one. Okay, and then of course we had another zone printed for us today, where we had this just a sec. So we had this zone printed here, the next one you can see. Okay, so that is the bearish candle, and then the bullish candle engulfs the bearish. So this is another zone here printed for us on the chart. Okay, I'm going to take this off. Okay, so I'll be placing my vertical line here. Okay, so dropping down to the lower time frame, now when you identify an engulfing candle on the higher time frame, it means you just identify a zone, a supply zone or a demand zone. So you want to drop down to the lower time frame on M5 that corresponds with the H1. Okay, you want to identify uh, uh, an exact entry point, and then to minimize your risk. Okay, so what do you do when you get to this point, you look to the left after the vertical line. You look to the left, and you want to find your zone within the zone. So looking at this, you would have quickly identified an engulfing bullish engulfing candle here. Okay, you would have identified this one right away, and it looks very nice here. Okay, and quickly you see price came back into that zone. Okay, let's see if we can identify another one. There's another one here, um but this one is huge. Okay, you can see this one is huge here. Okay, okay, and it got triggered actually. It got triggered here, but it's a huge one. So just in case the first zone got hit, your stop loss got hit, you can play with the second one. That's the bigger one is still valid because price hasn't come back to invalidate that zone yet. Okay, although tested before. Just in case the first zone was got your SL got hit, you can quickly jump into the second zone, and then you still have your move. So price actually came down to this point here, tested our zone, and we saw the move out of the zone. So you would have jumped into this one as another opportunity, and then just milk everything down there. So right now we have another one forming currently, and there's a strong possibility because it happens most of the time. So there's a strong possibility we're expecting price to come into the zone, make a move like this, and then quickly take off from that zone. So when else you see an engulfing candle, better get happy about it. It is because there's always going to be a move most of the time. And yes, it happens most of the time. And this happened just today. Um, yeah, I hope that's clear. See you on another video.